A scary recess for one student in Inglewood. He says a teacher's aide pulled a knife on him. What led up to the wild encounter? Plus, owning Hollywood history, how you can get your hands on historic items from legendary movies like Titanic and Forrest Gump. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, gas prices are going up again. The average price is at its highest amount since November. The average for a gallon in LA County is now $4.98. It's over $5 in Ventura County, and gas is also inching closer to $5 in Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. The increases are coming as many people are taking a road trip for spring break. There are new rules if you want to list your property as a short-term rental in LA County. The Board of Supervisors voted Tuesday to establish a permit fee for owners. It'll be an annual fee of $914. That fee will also allow people to rent part of their home or, in some cases, a separate unit on their property. The new rules will take effect in 180 days while the county creates a process for registration and fee collection. There was no big winner in Tuesday night's Mega Millions lottery, so this means Friday's jackpot swells to $977 million, but it's likely it will climb to $1 billion. Can you believe that? Well, one ticket in California matched 5 of 6 numbers, and it was sold in Sacramento. Spring has arrived. Hello, spring. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephanie Olmo on the forecast ahead.
Hello, everyone. As we continue throughout the rest of this work week, not too bad. Temperatures will remain nice and mild. Here's an example for you in Burbank. Temperatures here at 73 as we head into Thursday, Friday. Coming down just a little bit at 70 degrees, but we head into the weekend. We're talking about much cooler temperatures. So here's a look at what's on tap. As we continue, high pressure system remains overhead. This is keeping things under control and not too bad. But as we head into the weekend, I want to show you some changes. We have an area of low pressure spinning out on the Pacific. It's getting its way closer. By Friday, we'll see some precipitation break out here right along the west coast, but it's going to hold off. It's not going to be until the weekend. We'll start to see some wet weather begin to roll through the area, bringing the chance of rain and even some mountain snow as we head into the weekend. So certainly want to stay alert. We'll keep you updated as we head into the next couple of days. Back to you.
A father is demanding answers after his son says a teacher's aide pulled a knife on him at a school playground in Inglewood. It allegedly happened Monday afternoon during PE class at Beulah Payne STEAM Academy. 12-year-old Ricky Sandoval, a 7th grader, says he was playing kickball with some of his friends when one of them kicked the ball and accidentally hit a special ed teacher. When the kids ran over to apologize, Ricky says they encountered a teacher's aide visibly upset.
He pulled out the pocket knife. He was cussing at us. He was like, I'm gonna pop that effing ball if you guys gonna keep on playing. And I was just like, bro, we said sorry, chill out. It's just a game. He was acting like, I'm gonna pop you like I popped the ball.
Well, my blood went down to my feet. I mean, he took out a knife on me and this and that. I'm like, what? Like, I thought it was like some regular kid. When I found out it was a teacher, I was like, what the?
Well, later that same day, the principal, campus security, and the Inglewood police chief stopped by the family's home to apologize. The district says it's investigating the incident and the aide has been, quote, apprehended. Ricky's father says he plans to file a police report and hire an attorney. He's also hoping to find a safer campus for Ricky and his older sister to finish out the school year. Parents and students in Inglewood are bracing for another round of school closures. The Inglewood Unified School District has closed 3 elementary schools since 2019, and parents tell us 3 more are on the chopping block. The district has blamed recent closures on declining enrollment and decaying facilities. But parents say that's an excuse, and the real reason is that the schools that are being shut down sit on prime real estate for new housing developments. 2 men, including a pastor, have been arrested for an alleged murder-for-hire plot out of Victorville. Samuel Pasillas works for a small Spanish-speaking church in the city, and investigators say he paid hitmen nearly $40,000 to kill the man dating his daughter. The victim was shot several times in October when in a car pulled up alongside his. He drove himself to the hospital and has since been released. Pasillas has pleaded not guilty. As spring officially begins, farmers in the South are working to protect crops from a late freeze. It's just one example of what farmers across the country are facing as they battle extreme temperature swings driven by climate change. And it shows in the higher prices of our food. ABC's national climate reporter Chase Kane spoke with the chief scientist from the U.S. Department of Agriculture about the growing issue.
You can see it in the fast, early bloom of DC's iconic cherry blossoms. And you can feel it with stinging prices at the grocery store, up 25% in 4 years.
They're ridiculously high.
Human-caused climate change is throwing off nature's cycles, and we are quite literally paying the price. It shows up in both individual extreme weather events and the long-term trend, like the newly updated plant hardiness zones, a map guiding farmers and gardeners what to grow where. And look at how it's shifted since 2012, as the coldest days got a lot warmer.
Our farmers who are at the front line of making sure that we have an abundant, safe, nutritious food supply in the country, they're being challenged right now by climate change.
The chief scientist for the U.S. Department of Agriculture pointed to Georgia, simultaneously losing the winter chill that fruit trees need, while also facing extreme weather, which last year meant the peach state produced hardly any peaches, losing 90% of its crop. Similar things are happening in New England.
We lost 30 acres worth of vegetables.
To oranges in Florida, blueberries in Michigan.
They're starting to swell up, and that's not good for mid-March.
Strawberries in California.
We're down about 90%.
Even cattle ranchers in Texas, as the state's biggest wildfire scorched more than 1 million acres of pasture and killed thousands of cattle. Over the last 2 decades, federal data compiled by the Environmental Working Group shows 2/3 of all crop insurance payouts were caused by extreme weather closely linked to climate change, drought, floods, and heat, totaling more than $100 billion. And that's the kind of thing which makes food more expensive. It's also why the USDA is working to develop crops which can withstand the new realities of climate change.
The key word in this equation is resiliency. And how do we help farmers be more resilient? And so we have to develop varieties that have an opportunity to be more tolerant to heat, drought, flooding, because we cannot just pick up agriculture and move it. We have to learn how to be resilient where we are. And that's what our scientists are working on every day.
In New York, I'm national climate reporter Chase Kane.
Researchers with the American Heart Association say they were surprised to find that a wide-ranging study has flagged a trendy weight loss method as a serious health risk. According to a newly published study, people who do intermittent fasting have a much higher risk of death from heart or cardiovascular disease. The study involved 20,000 adults in the U.S. between 2003 and 2018. And researchers say people who restrict their eating to an 8-hour window in the day have a 91% higher risk of early death. That's compared to people who eat within a more typical 12 to 16-hour window each day. Experts caution that more research is needed and say that not all factors that play a role in overall health were considered in the study. The LA Board of Fire Commissioners held a ceremony to commend Captain Delisa Davies on her career and retirement. She was the first Black female firefighter to reach the rank of captain at the LA City Fire Department. She dedicated more than 30 years to working at the department. Congratulations. There's a new face in Little Tokyo. Literally, the Dodgers' newest superstar, Shohei Otani, is seen towering over LA streets in a new mural on the side of the Mayako Hotel on First Street. Boyle Heights artist Robert Vargas calls the mural LA Rising. He started painting the 150 by 60-foot mural back on March 8th and will finish it before opening day next week. We caught up with Vargas, who told us he's so grateful for the support he's getting with this project.
I'm so excited to see the response that the community has given, not only the Little Tokyo community, as well as the LA community in support of this mural. It's an exciting time for LA sports and for Japanese-born players also in LA sports.
Very nice. The mural will be officially unveiled next Wednesday. And if you scan the QR code on the mural, it will animate on your phone. How cool is that? Some Hollywood history is hitting the auction block. More than 1,000 items are up for bid, including some of the most recognizable props and movie costumes. The memorabilia comes from the old Planet Hollywood restaurant chain. And we're talking about the wooden door Kate Winslet floated on in Titanic and the axe Jack Nicholson used to chop down that hotel room door in The Shining. But that's just the beginning.
I don't think people have realized yet the treasure trove that is available these coming days. During these 5 days, one could open the greatest Hollywood museum in one go.
Also up for auction, Indiana Jones's whip from the Temple of Doom, the Ten Commandment tablets Charlton Heston carried down from Mount Sinai, and Forrest Gump's old sneakers. It's all on heritageauctions.com. Check it out. Well, he helped revolutionize hip-hop and continues to build paths for the next generation. Dr. Dre was honored with a very well-deserved star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame Tuesday. His career began with NWA and World Class Wrecking Crew. Since then, Dr. Dre has won 9 Grammys. As a producer, he's launched the careers of countless stars.
Growing up in Compton, I never imagined that I would one day be represented here among some of my childhood heroes. Pouring my whole soul and self into my passion for hip-hop led me on the pathway to an incredible career, and I've been fortunate enough to make a living doing exactly what I love to do.
Rap and hip-hop royalty were in attendance for the ceremony, including 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Big Boy, and Jimmy Iovine. A big surprise for 2 local cancer survivors. They thought they were showing up for an interview about their application for a college scholarship, but this is what happened instead.
This will be for you.
Yes, yes.
Wow,
yes.
thank you so
Awesome.
much. We appreciate it.
They each got a $10,000 scholarship from Cancer for College. Christian Ramos wants to be a nurse. Nina Masjetti is working on a clinical psychology degree. Cancer for College has been around for 30 years. It's awarded 1,700 scholarships to cancer survivors. What a pleasant surprise, and congratulations. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.